Okay, so you're thinking about buying a new Ferrari because you heard about the great stories of people buying Ferraris and being up hundreds of thousands of dollars in value after buying one of these incredible new machines. But hey, maybe you don't have the money to pay cash right away, or maybe you have your money invested in the market and you're making a whole lot more than 10% on your money, and you don't want to put all your money into a new car like this, so you decide to finance your new Ferrari. The question is, what kind of credit score do you need to have in order for you to buy a brand new Ferrari? Now, my name is Will Motivation. This is my channel where I like to share my experiences owning supercars like this Ferrari F8 Spider 2023. And I did actually happen to finance this vehicle when I first purchased it. So let's talk about the credit score needed to buy a brand new Ferrari F8 Tributo or Spider or any other Ferrari for that matter. Now, this video should be short and sweet because I'm going to tell you from my experience, if you want to buy a Ferrari, the credit score you need all depends on the bank that finances the loan, and your financial picture, and your credit score is just one of the factors that a bank will use to determine if you're credit worthy of however much that car costs. So the difference to the bank is you might be able to afford a car that costs $50,000, a car that maybe costs $100,000, but can you afford a car that costs $400,000 and it's going to have a payment of roughly $5,000 a month? And you still have to be financially solvent to be able to make that payment. And one of the factors is definitely going to be your credit score. So you need to have, and this is with most banks, but not all banks, but you need to have at least a 700 credit score to be able to finance a new Ferrari. Now there's some banks in some weird scenarios where they might take someone that has a 600 credit score, but they're going to be looking at why that credit score is 600. The other thing they're going to be looking at is your credit history, basically what happened, and can you really afford that payment? So what does your financial picture look like? They're going to look at your net worth. They're going to look at what your income is, your debt to income ratio. They're going to look at, in my particular case, they didn't really look at any of that because I have a long history of buying cars and paying them off early, buying cars, making all of my payments on time. And also, one of the things that's almost just as important as your credit score is they're going to look at what is your history of your car payments, the amount that you spend on a car. So in my case, I slowly worked my way up to owning a supercar with my car loans. So let me give you an example. I started back in the day with your Ford Mustang GTs, financing those, financing WRX Subarus, financing BMW M4s, financing Corvettes, financing I had a GTR, a Nissan GTR. Then I financed a Gallardo that was around $100,000. Then I financed a Huracan that was about $200,000. Then I financed a F12 that was, a little more than $200,000. Then I financed an Aventador that was $250,000. Then I financed an Aventador Spider or Roadster that was $300,000, right? And then we get to $400,000 car right here. This is the most expensive car I've ever financed. And the reason why I financed it was just out of convenience because I didn't want to move my money out of other investments at the time to pay for this. I just left my money in the investments. I financed this, and then I sold another car, which was another Ferrari. And then as that car sold, I paid off the balance on this Ferrari in really less than a month. So that's what I did when I bought my Ferrari and why I financed it. But of course, the banks were looking at my credit score. Now, you're probably wondering, who are some of the banks that will finance a car like this? Because it's true that not every bank would finance your Ferrari or your car that costs more than $100,000. but I'm going to give you a couple of banks that I've used. I've used TD Auto Finance. I've used Bank of America on exotics. I've used Woodside Credit. But I'm going to say out of all of the banks, I think I like Bank of America the most because they're the easiest to work with when you pay the car off. Get stuff done quickly. So for this car, I use Ferrari Financial of America. Now, a lot of people think that nobody will finance a Ferrari. They're like, why in the world would somebody who has a Ferrari finance it and not pay cash? Well, the simple thing is, once you have that kind of money, let's say you got $1 million to play with, right? Well, you might decide, I'd rather have that $1 million available for me to buy an investment property or piece of real estate, for example, and then turn that $1 million into $1,100,000 and make 10% on that million in a 3-month time period by doing a real estate investment project. But if you took that $1 million and you bought a Ferrari and you put $400,000 into that Ferrari when you could have just bought a real estate investment project, well, you just cut yourself out from making a quick $100,000 if the opportunity presented itself. Or maybe you already have the money invested and you're making an annual return of 20% on your $1 million, right? Just for example, right? And then you decide, hey, I want to buy a Ferrari, and you buy the Ferrari in cash and you're making 0% on that Ferrari while you own it. Whereas you could have that money invested in something making you 20% every year, and then you just lost out. But you could have financed it and paid 6% to the bank and then used your money to make an investment that's making you 20%. So it doesn't make sense at all times to finance your toys. Now, in my case, I'm a real estate investor. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll buy real estate investments. I've already done this, as a matter of fact. I have 20 plus real estate investments. I have those properties paid off, and those properties will buy whatever toys that I want. So if this car payment is $5,000 a month, I have my money invested, and that monthly income that I make from the real estate will actually pay my car payment or whatever toys that I have or whatever I want to do, right? So I already did that a long time ago. I've been investing for more than 10 years in real estate. I have business investments as well that make a lot more than the real estate. And so sometimes I will finance a car just because I don't know what's the smartest thing at the moment that I want to invest my money into, and it might not be a car. So for example, when I stopped investing in real estate for a little while, I was actually buying my cars and paying them off in cash. However, when the real estate market was really good and the properties were cheap, I was using all of my cash to buy properties instead of tying it up in cars. And then I would have the properties pay for my car payments. So it's basically like I'm getting the cars for free. So there's a lot of reasons why people that have significant amounts of money, they like to have their money invested and working for them to pay for their toys. So when I made my monthly payment video on this car, people went crazy. The video went viral and they're like, does it make sense for you to have a car payment with a Ferrari and stuff like that? I'm like, people have no idea. Like when you get really good money, you want to invest your money and make your money work for you at the highest rate of return as possible. So when you're going to buy an expensive car, you always have to say, is it smart for me to put my money into that car? Is that car going to make me money? Or is it smart for me to use my money for something else but still have my cake and eat it too? I can still have the car. I'll just have to give the bank a percentage while I have it financed, but I'm still going to make 15% on my money that if I have it invested, if not more, right? So that's the way it goes. That's the reason why Ferrari has an entire business for people that want to finance their Ferraris, because they know they might not always want to pay cash for their vehicles. And I would say, if you ask any Ferrari dealership, do most of their buyers pay cash or finance? They will probably tell you that most people finance their Ferraris, at least for a short period of time. Like myself, I just did it out of convenience because I was just going to move some stuff around. So I just sold a car and then paid for this. But in the meantime, hey, as long as there's no prepayment penalty, give me the car. I'll give you 1 month's payment, and then I'll pay it off. But thanks for the car, and we're good to go. Now that I got the car, buying a new Ferrari is nice because you get almost instant equity as soon as you buy a Ferrari. I bought this car for $422,000. It is now worth around $522,000 because you can't buy anymore. You can't go to the dealership and buy another 2023 Ferrari F8 Spider. So it's a limited production vehicle. And so I'm up in value. And so this car has turned into an investment for me. I'm just going to keep the mileage relatively low while I enjoy it. And then we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll trade it in on a Lamborghini Revuelto. Maybe I'll keep it. You guys tell me in the comments what you think I should do. Should I keep this car for the long run? Should I trade it on something even better? You guys tell me. But anyway, credit score you need to be in the 700s in most cases, but you need to really be able to show a bank a history of being able to afford cars like this, which in my case is what it was. They didn't ask me to show anything. I'm even independent, so I don't have I don't really work for a company other than my own. They don't even ask me for my taxes anymore because they see I have a history of buying these cars. I keep my credit good. My credit score when I bought this car was like 775, which is not perfect. I don't know why my credit score is not consistently in the 800s, but it doesn't matter to me because I always get pretty much what I want and the rate I want. Now, the rate for this car that they gave me is really high because we're at the height of the market. So I was just like, hey, what's my payoff? Is there a prepayment penalty? If there's not, then it doesn't matter because I'm going to pay this car off in a month. You guys will make a little bit of money for 1 month's worth of interest, but that's it. You know, I'm gonna pay the car off, and then you know, I'll sell my other car, and then I don't have to worry about whatever that rate was. But it was high. Like if I really was worried about financing it like at a really good rate and I was going to keep the loan, I would have went with another bank. I would not have gone with what they offered me from Ferrari. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that like button and subscribe for me if you have not already. Really appreciate you guys. I just make these videos to try to have a little bit of education behind what it takes to own a car like this. If you're wondering who I am, like what I do, I'm a software engineer, I'm a business owner, I'm an investor. And I just like to share my experiences owning these cars for someone out there that is like myself, that loves vehicles, and they want to know how and what you have to do to own a vehicle like this. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next video. Peace. Yo, today's video is sponsored by AirFit. Wearing one of the t-shirts, a shirt with a story. Definitely check out the description of this video if you want to check out some Superfly gear from a company with a purpose. So shout out to AirFit. Thanks for the gear. I got 3 different shirts. I'll be wearing them in some upcoming videos. If you want to send me something, I'm also going to put the description. I'm going to put my address in the description of this video to my office. If you guys want to send something in, have me sport it in the videos. All right. But shout out to AirFit. Check out their gear. Some gear with a purpose. All right. Check it out.
It's the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm here to tell you guys to go to Wheel Motivation. The exotic cars is crazy. I've been watching this show for a little while now and it's growing. But we need everybody else to subscribe to Wheel Motivation and support Wheel. I'm supporting them. You do the same.